Traveling is a fun way to spend time with your friends and family, unless it's camping, but traveling is expensive nowadays, but today we're going to be discussing the pros and cons of traveling. So, let's talk about that. Also, before we start, please like and subscribe. It helps out a ton, and I'm trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of this year. Thanks. Some of the pros of traveling is that it's a fun way to spend time with family and friends, and possibly even making new friends. Traveling also physically and mentally makes you stronger, according to Google. Yet I don't travel a lot, but even when I do travel, I still feel like an unworthy, unsupportive, emotionally unstable person. Thanks, Google. And probably just the benefits of traveling is just that you can have fun. You could do whatever you want. Unless you're going camping. Yes, I'm just gonna keep putting that joke throughout the video. Yes, the cons. Probably the section with the most entries, because, well, traveling isn't always the greatest. It's expensive and sometimes a waste of time, especially when you're camping. Unless you aren't going to do a family thing, like going to a family gathering or a funeral, or a fun place even, I'm not going with you because I really don't. Otherwise, traveling really isn't that beneficial. Another thing that you never know could happen is, like, imagine you and your family are going to take a trip to Florida to go to Disney or something, go see the mouse himself. But you never know what could happen, because think about it like this. Traveling is unexpected. You could never know what goes on. What if there's a hurricane in Florida and then you all die? Anyway, but let's talk about my traveling trips now. Traveling trips, wow, I really wrote that in the script. I usually go to Wisconsin a lot, so there really isn't much to talk about except for the fact that my grandparents always like to go to this place called Bay Beach. It's not necessarily my grandpa that likes to go there, but my grandma always takes me and my little cousin there because she thinks it's fun, but really it's the same thing every year. So, yeah. But anyway, my first ever airplane ride was to Arizona. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, he probably went to a nice fancy hotel in Phoenix, Arizona. But no, you were wrong. We stayed in a run-down town right next to the border of Mexico. And this town of Yuma, Arizona was where my cousin was at, because he is serving in the military and that's where he was stationed at the time. And so it was February when we went there, February of 2021, so it was cold, not cold, but it was cooler than it would be if you went in the summer. And so basically my cousin was staying there, and it was like the town was in horrible condition because it was right next to the border, and there was lots of like rundown buildings and stuff, but I think that deserves a video of its own. Anyway, so I can go on about how bad the trip was, but it deserves its own video. And my trip to Disney. Disney is the wonderland of lands of wonder. Wait. And so my trip to Disney was like any trip of Disney that you go on. It didn't work out well. But that deserves its own video. Basically, my trip to Disney, when my grandma and my aunt and my uncle invited me and my mom to go to Florida to go to Disney for the first time in our lives. And my mom's never been to Disney either, which is kind of crazy, but that was a special moment to me, because ever since I was 6 years old, I was always jealous of my friends going to Disney, but I know you don't really care about my sob stories anyway. Anyways, and so And actually, in July, which is in a month from now, not a month actually, it's June 22nd of the date I'm recording this. And so by then, it's only like 2 or 3 more weeks. I'm going to New York for the first time in my life. And that's a big deal to me, because I've also wanted to go to New York ever since I was little as well. Because my parents would always go, well, my mom and my stepdad would always go to New York, because my stepdad grew up in New York, and I would always get jealous. And so now, my stepdad is taking me to New York for the first time in my life, and I'm very excited about that, so wish me luck. Anyway, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I hope you had fun watching me talk about traveling. And please like and subscribe. I am incredibly depressed. I'm not leaving that in the video, or at least I hope not. That's for future me to decide. Anyway, to cure the depression, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. And I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year because I'm poor. But that's not why I'm making the videos. It's because I don't want to make them for the money. I just want to make them to entertain you guys, even though there's no one here. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I don't know what else to say. Love you guys. See ya.